everybody. I hope you can all hear me. Hello, I think you probably can. I'm just going to lift that up again. It's so amazing to be back here with you all. Yes, we can. Hooray. Thank you so much. It's so amazing to be back here. It's lovely to be running this session. Hello, everybody who is watching. Hello from all the centres, all the people I know, all the people I don't. I hope you had a really good culture club session, because we are going to be doing some awesome folk music. And I could talk for like ever about folk music. I'm Sharon, by the way, if you don't know me. I'm Sharon. Hello, everybody. Please do put stuff in chat that we can kind of like explore later, because we're going to do a bit. I mean, I'm sure you talked about folk there. Julie, woohoo! Hello, sweetie. How lovely to see you, or even see your name there. So we're going to talk a bit about folk. We're going to do some different bits of music. I could have done so much stuff on this. I mean, I've got like loads and loads of, hello, Philip. I could have done loads of music. And if we do these sessions, you know, if I get asked to do another folk session, there will be like loads of other stuff. So, but to start with, before we get into that, it's been a long time. Yes, thank you so much. It's been a very long time. It's the longest lockdown ever, isn't it? The longest year, 2020. But look, here we are. All right, we're going to do, those of you who know me, we're going to do a bit of a physical warm-up, because I don't know if any of you have been standing up lately or moved around, but we're just going to do a bit of a physical stretch. So what I want you to do is, I'll just do that. So what you're going to do is just do some swings. So just do some swings. And you're just going to be really relaxed about the whole thing. So I don't want any kind of zombie arm stuff. I want you to just basically hit yourself with your own hand, which will be lovely. And that is going to stretch your back really nicely. And do a bit of that. Lovely. And I can see my face again. So just do a bit of that. And then you're going to just hit your own shoulder as though you're giving yourself a pat on the back. Don't hit yourself too hard, because that will never end well. So let's just do a bit of that. Okay. Angela, hello. Hey. Okay, so now we're going to do stretch up to the side. So just reach to the side, just stretch this side of your body. Don't flop over, because again, it's unnecessary. You are just literally lifting your arms up and lifting your arm up that way and lifting your arm up that way and lifting your arm up that way. And now you're going to reach for something that you desperately want. It could be chocolate, it could be a cake, it could be something way more healthy like an apple. I don't know, but you're going to reach for it anyway. Reach, bring it back, reach, bring it back. And then again, you're stretching your back. And I don't know about you guys, but if I sit around on Zoom too long teaching, or whatever the heck I'm doing, oh my God, my back feels it at the end of the day. So, and lift your shoulders up. Hold. Let them go with a big sigh. And yeah, I want to hear that sigh, even though I can't actually hear that sigh. Lift. Hold. Let go with a big sigh. Oh, as though the weight of the world has just suddenly come off your shoulders. Hold again. Hold. Let it go with a big sigh. Oh, and do some shoulder moves. Lovely. So really, let anything hurts, just be really mindful of your own physicality, really mindful of what you can do and what you can't do, because you may have back stuff or shoulder stuff. So don't feel that you kind of need to do all this. Now shake hands as though just getting stuff off. Oh, get it off. And now do a bit of free dance. So yeah, I mean, like when I say free dance, I mean like literally just a bit of free dance there. Oh my God, I'm living in leggings at the moment. And free dance, just do some free dance. So you're just kind of like getting your whole body moving a bit. And now drop your heads forward. Lift it up. Everything's quite slow with this one. Turn to one side. Turn to the front. Turn to the other side. Turn to the front. Drop your ear to the shoulder. Listen to what it's saying. It's probably saying, hooray, folk music. And lift it up again. And other way, lift it up again. Okay, so now we're going to do a bit of vocal. So first of all, I want you to do some trills. If you can trill with your lips, like that. So if you can't do it, just like pretend you can, I'll never know. And kind of like do some little faces as well. So be quite depressed about the whole thing, or very excited about the whole thing. I know, it's exciting. Oh my God, it's exhausting. Now, if you can do the other one, the tongue trill, that is an awesome one as well to do. This is all really fantastic for getting your vocal cords relaxed. So if you're a bit tired, if your voice is a bit tired, if your voice is a bit stressed, if you've not been well, these exercises are absolutely fantastic to get your cords moving again. So the tongue trill, if you can do that. The other thing you can do, I wasn't going to do this, but as Ray knows, as I said, I always go slightly off piece. You can get a straw. So this is a proper vocal straw, and you can get any old straw, and you put it into water, and you just blow. And that again gets your vocal cords really, really relaxed. So if you've not been well or something, if you've got a sore throat and you don't want to sit, or you need to sing, or you need to speak, that's a really good way of doing it. That's for Ray now. Okay, so we've done that, and now we're going to do some whoops. So can we do some woo? And so it is on a woo, basically. So really quite slowly, and I'm assuming you're all doing this. I'm totally assuming that. Quite slowly, and you're going to hear where your voice might be catching a bit. So let's do that one more time. Go as low as you can to as high as you can. And then come down again. I can hear that there's like a cup of tea in my voice going, shouldn't have drunk that milk, should you do? And so come down again. And you can manage the sound, and you can just play with that. Again, it's a really great vocal cord thing. Now we're just going to do a quick bit of okay, so you are all Oscar-winning or award-winning people right now. So what I want you to do to this mama, mama, I want you to do it as though you are receiving an Academy Award of some kind, or a massive award. So mama. So we're going to do that, and we're going to go up in semitones. I can't obviously play along with you because this is Zoom, isn't it? So we're just going to do that. I'm just going to go up in semitones. Just sing along with me. Mama. And so when we say mama, it's quite a whiny child sound. Say mama. Mama. Now be super excited because somebody's just given you that award. Mama. Fabulous. Now we're going to go up, and you're still very excited about this award, and you've been talking about it for ages on camera. Mama. Mama. They're trying to get you off, but you're still not getting off. You're thanking like your agent now. Mama. You're thanking your agents and your producers? I hope so. Mama. Mama. Now you're thanking your parents. Mama. And your dog. Mama. I think that's quite enough of that. So hopefully you're feeling a bit more warmed up, but as we go through, we will be warming up even more through song. So let's just have a bit of a chat about folk. So what is folk music? I mean, you may well have talked about this stuff, and if anyone wants to actually add stuff in the chat and go, what do you think folk music is? I will be fascinated to know. What's your favourite folk songs? I want to know that as well. So stick it in the chat. What's your favourite folk music? What do you think folk music is? Have you done any? Do you like it? You know, what does it say to you? So folk music is essentially music for folk, common folk. So it was like the common people's music, and folk, you know, and it's old, it's gone, you know, there's like, I think the oldest, I was looking it up, it's like, what's the oldest music ever? I think it's about 2,000 years ago or something. No, much older, 2 million years ago. First, I don't know what it was. I can look that up again. And it was quite extraordinary because it's like, it's oral. So everything about folk music has been orally passed down. It's taught orally, so you don't write it down. It's handed down through generations. And it was kind of like, it's It's about politics. It's about working on the land. They're work songs as well. So, Ray, can we have that first fabulous slide, please, about what music? So this is your kind of like, this is what people often think folk is like. Happy people with scythes walking along, having done a day's work and singing stuff. So there they are singing that stuff. And folk was about that quite, for quite a long time. And then it evolved. Irish dance folk, yes, fantastic, absolutely love that stuff. Really nice choice. And what have we got? Folk is normally different, exactly. Welsh Irish. So each country has different. It is their traditional music. You're absolutely right. And sea shanties, work songs, absolutely classic folk music. They're work songs, so they were sung with that rhythm. And if you kind of listen to folk music, very rhythmic. A lot of it is really super rhythmic, and because that's how you kind of like get your work going in. And what's that is about real life. Absolutely, I was just about to say, and it's about class and gender and politics. Very political. So can we have the next slide, please, Ray? It is also, lots of it is kind of like, oh, bless them, Morris dances. It's very, very white, middle classy. But actually, that's not what its origins are, really. Its origins are much more working class than that. And also, when you think about how folk music is sung, so next slide, please, Ray. So this is the awesome Ewan MacColl, who actually was the father of Kirsty MacColl, who super amazing singer, died super young. And she was on Fairy Tale. She sang Fairy Tale of New York with the Pogues. So she sang with that. So that's Ewan MacColl. And you can see the whole like singing with his hand behind his ear is pure old school folky. Doesn't look like that anymore. That's not what folk is about anymore. It's just, you will not find that in a folk club. You will not find that. Folk is young and funky, and it's very diverse. Well, it's not very. It's much more diverse than it used to be. It's also about stuff, as Julie says. It's about politics. It's about gender, particularly, because there's always going to be maidens being murdered or made pregnant or chucked out into the snow through no fault of their own. So the next slide, please. So this is Kitty Jay's grave. It's called Jay's Grave, and it's in Dartmoor, and it's absolutely amazing. So Kitty Jay was prime example of women who got made pregnant by the Lord of the Manor, got chucked out and committed suicide. I mean, and was buried under a cloud, but it's moved there, and loads of people go because the awesome Seth Lakeman. Next slide, please, Ray. Wrote a song about her called Kitty Jay, and I cannot recommend you highly enough. Go off and find Kitty Jay by Seth Lakeman. Seth was the first folkie to be nominated for a Mercury Prize, so that's how kind of like far up folk music goes. I'm going to stop now because I'm going to do a bit of singing, and I think it's about time we did. So Ray, I'm going to ask you to cut to Tom's picture, please. So they're not in order, bless him. He's like, yeah, so this is Tom Gray. He's a really good friend of mine, and he wrote the music for this first thing. And this first thing is from Shakespeare's As You Like It. So it's Shakespeare with music by Tom Gray, all a bit folk rocky, and he wrote it for a theatre show. So I nicked it, and I'm going to use it for today. So if we can we put up the words? So, under the greenwood tree, who loves to lie with me and turn his merry note unto the sweet bird's throat. And then you've got the chorus, which can kind of like go on and on and on. The other thing about folk is that you can improvise all the time. It's just great. So basically we're just going to sing along, and you can just like improvise your way around it once you know it. So I'm going to sing it first, and this is how it goes. Under the greenwood tree, who loves to lie with me and turn his merry note unto the sweet bird's throat. Come hither, come hither, come hither, come hither, come hither, come hither. Here shall he see no enemy but winter and rough weather. Winter and rough weather, rough weather. Winter and rough weather. and then it goes on and on and on, and you can like do it forever and ever and ever. So I'm going to teach it to you quickly, line by line, and then, as I said, folk improv, rhythmic, improvised, loads of music. People just change it up as they go, as they go, as they go. So I'm going to do under the greenwood tree. If it's too high for you, you can go under the greenwood tree. So whichever octave you like. Under the greenwood tree. Everyone got that? Next bit one goes. Who loves to lie with me? Both together go. Under the greenwood tree. Who loves to lie with me? And then, fortunately, the second bit is exactly the same. And turn his merry note unto the sweet bird's throat. So as you can hear, it's quite rocky, but it's got a real folky element as well. It's very kind of like, 60s, 70s folky. And it's about love. It's about love and spring and getting together. And so what I want you to do now is when you start singing it, put your physicality into it. Under the greenwood tree, who loves to lie with me, and turn his merry note unto the sweet bird's throat. And when you get to come hither, it's going to be, I want to see in my head, I see a lot of fingers doing that. Come hither. It's very flirty. Let's do that verse again. Under the greenwood tree, who loves to lie with me. Same thing again. And turn his merry note unto the sweet bird's throat. Okay, we're going to do that again. We're just going to ramp it up a bit rhythmically. Tiny bit quicker. Under the greenwood tree, who loves to lie with me, and turn his merry note unto the sweet bird's throat. And now we've got several of these. Come hither, come hither, come hither. Then you repeat that. Come hither, come hither, come hither. So let's do that. Come hither, come hither, come hither. Come hither, come hither, come hither. And now we've got, here shall we see no enemy. Let's do that. Here shall we see no enemy but winter and rough weather. Winter and rough weather. Winter and rough weather. So you've got, here shall he see no enemy but winter and rough weather. Winter and rough weather. Winter and rough weather. And what's really fun about this is that you can do all sorts with this one. So you can go winter and rough weather, rough weather. Winter and rough weather, rough weather. Winter and rough weather. So depending on how many there are in the room, you can swap around harmonies. You can change your harmony as you go. I keep seeing a fly go past the screen. I'm really sorry about that. There is a fly in my room. What can I say? So let's go from come hither. Come hither, come hither, come hither. Come hither, come hither, come hither. Here shall we see, here shall we see no enemy but winter and rough weather. Winter and rough weather, rough weather. Winter and rough weather, rough weather. Winter and rough weather, rough weather. Okay, let's go from the top. 1, 2. Are you all doing this stuff with come hither? Are you doing like big Shakespearean acting exercises now? Winter and rough weather. It's very warm. It's spring. Imagine it is going to be spring sooner than you think. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. Under the greenwood tree, who bird's throat. Come hither, come hither, come hither. Come hither, come hither, come hither. Here shall he see no enemy but winter and rough weather. Winter and rough weather, rough weather. Winter and rough weather. Slowly now. Under the greenwood tree, who loves to lie with me and turn his merry note unto the sweet bird's throat. Here we go. Come hither, come hither, come hither, come hither. Come hither, come hither, come hither. Do two more of those. Come hither, come hither, come hither. Come hither, come hither, come hither. Here shall he see no enemy but winter and rough weather. Winter and rough weather, rough weather. Winter and rough weather, winter and rough weather, winter and rough weather, winter and rough weather, winter and rough weather. There you go. There is the awesome Under the Greenwood Tree. So, what else can we say about folk music? So So I mean, basically, we can change it up, and we're talking about all across the world. Everyone has, their different, their different music. So, Europe, America, Africa, Asia, India, everywhere has got their own kind of traditional music. And if you think about protest music, you've got Bob Dylan. I mean, absolute classic folky protest music. You've got Joni Mitchell, who now finally admits that what she wrote was folk music. Because again, it's that 60s, 70s, very hippie vibe, folk music. You've now got this, you've got in this country and, the United Kingdom, you've got incredible people like, yay, I'm so glad you like it. It's so awesome, isn't it? I will tell Tom you said so. Yeah, so different. Indeed it is. We're going to go a bit more kind of classic folky now. Oh, it's great. I'm so glad you all like it. Tom will be so pleased. So you've got in this country, in Scotland, you've got I'd love you all to, I am going to put this stuff in chat, or someone else can put it in chat as I'm saying it. These are the people I'd love you to go away and listen to if you don't know them. So thank you, darling. So Karine Polwart, incredible Scottish muso singer. She's like absolutely one of the most political singers I know, but also writes these absolutely heartbreakingly beautiful songs. So that's Karine Polwart, Polwart. Scottish. She's like a proper bard. You know what I mean by that? She's like a magician when she sings, and you just listen to those lyrics and you go, oh my God, beautiful voice as well, really pure and beautiful. Eliza Carthy is another one. Now, Eliza Carthy, can we have a picture of Eliza Carthy, please? Rare. So this is the awesome Eliza Carthy. Eliza Carthy comes from, she's like folk royalty. The Waterston Carthys have been like around forever, but they're also, and this goes back to the politics thing, they're from a traveller family, so they're traveller background. And so Eliza, she knows what she's singing about when she's singing about politics and stuff like that and class. So this is her with her incredible band, the Wayward Band, which is her latest incarnation. And as you can see, I was thinking to myself, shall I dress up? No, but if folkies never dress up, they just like wearing random stuff. So, you'd walk on stage with a scarf on like that. She walks on stage with kind of crazy white stuff. But and then you get people like, so you've got Eliza Carthy and the Wayward Band, absolutely love them. And then when I said Kitty J's grave and Seth Lakeman, did we have that picture of Seth Lakeman? Let's have it again if we did. So there is the awesome Seth. So that is Seth Lakeman, fiddle player, plays loads of instruments. And that's the other thing about folk is you might think, oh, orchestral musicians are the best musicians. Folk musicians so much more versatile. They play literally everything. I mean, so the Lakes are there. He plays his fiddle. He plays guitar. He plays viola. You've got people in Bellowhead. I don't know if there's anyone in this group today who did the Fables production with Streetwise, but there was in the Northeast group did stuff with Bellowhead, who are these incredible like super folk band. And so go away and listen to them as well. And if you listen to, I mean, if you want to see how folk has evolved, you listen to all this stuff and go, that's just so cool. And also show me the imagined village, please, Ray. So this is Eliza. This is another folk group that Eliza is with. Much more diverse. There's Indian music kind of like going in there. There's rap going in there. So the Imagined Village, I absolutely love them. They are absolutely crossing genres, and they are crossing culturally to create, to just turn folk into something else. And it's really, really fun to listen to. However, we are now going to go back in time to the awesome Sandy Denny. Next slide, please, Ray. Does that remind you of Boris Johnson's press conferences? Yes, next slide. This is the awesome Sandy Denny. So she sang with Fairport Convention for many years, and she wrote this song for them. This was like her, and everyone just went, oh my god, it's an absolute folk classic, utterly beautiful. I'm sure some of you already know this one. I know Gareth does, because we were talking about it on the phone. He went, oh, I know that one. So it's very different to Greenwood Tree, but it's utterly beautiful. So I'll try and play it as well. Across the evening sky, all the birds are leaving, but how can they know it's time for them to go? Before the winter fire, I will still be dreaming. I have no thought of time, for who knows where the time goes? 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 Okay, beautiful song. It's got another 3 verses. You can go away and listen to it and learn it and sing along. So we will now just learn it as we go. If you listen to it rhythmically, it's got a very steady rhythm. So it's in 4, 2, 3, 4. But the way Sandy does it is she stretches it out big time. Again, it's that improvising thing. You can, as long as you keep it within that rhythm, you can take it anywhere you like. So let's just learn it quite easily. Across the evening sky, all the birds are leaving. Okay, so fairly straightforward. The other thing about folk is it's actually quite easy to learn. So let's try that again. Across the evening sky, all the birds are leaving. And to Ray, same thing next round. But how can they know it's time for them to go? Okay, let's put those two together. Across the evening sky, all the birds are leaving. But how can they know it's time for them to go? All good so far? Now you're going. Before the winter fire, I will still be dreaming. So try that one again. Before the winter fire, I will still be dreaming. Great, really good. I'm assuming it's really good. I'm sure it is. And then you have 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And I have no thought of time. So you've got that nice long pause. So you've got before the winter fire, I will still be dreaming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And I have no thought of time. And another bit of a pause before the chorus goes. For who knows where the time goes. So let's try that. For who knows where the time goes. Breathe where you need to, if you need to. Let's try that one. For who knows where the time goes. Next bit goes. Who knows where the time goes. So I put a little break in there, but you don't have to. You can go if you've got enough breath. Who knows where the time goes. Works either way because it's got a real emotional kick to it. Who knows where the time goes? Who knows where the time goes? Up to you. Let's do that chorus again. For 1, 2, 3, and for who knows where the time goes? Who knows where the time goes? Repeat the chorus for me. For who knows where the time goes? Who knows where the time goes? Great, so let's do the whole song while I have a second of that. Oh my God, I'd forgotten how much water you need after talking for like 40 minutes. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and across the evening sky, all the birds are leaving. But how can they know it's time for them to go? 1, 2, before the winter fire, I will still be dreaming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, I have no thought of time. For who knows where the time goes? Who knows where the time goes? Repeat the chorus for me. For who knows where the time goes? Who knows where the time goes? Gorgeous, loves, gorgeous. Did we all like that song? Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. Campfire and toasting mushrooms. God, Julie, if only, sweetie. So the last song we're going to do. Oh, it's so beautiful, isn't it? So the last song we're going to do is a Fairport Convention classic. Now, this is the one where you get your torches and cigarette lighters and literally do that, because any Fairport gig and any actually big folky gig, this is such a classic. And it became like their anthem. And if you go to, it is the last song they do. It's usually the encore, and you get like loads of, every folk musician who's actually in the building will come piling on and do this absolutely amazing song. And it's called Meet on the Ledge. It's very powerful. Lyrically, it's very powerful. I mean, you've only got the first verse here, but again, go away, have a listen, sing along, get into all this stuff. I can't recommend it highly enough, as you can probably work out. So here we go with Meet on the Ledge. So written by Richard Thompson. So can we have Richard Thompson now? Last slide. Where is he? This is this dude. So always, never seen without that black cap. Every single time I've ever seen him live or anything, or on interviewed anything, the black cap is him. That's Richard Thompson, one of the most prolific folky musicians, singer-songwriters ever. And he's written some incredible stuff. So again, go check him out. So here we go with the last song. And yeah, get your cigarette lighters out. We're going to be doing lots of anthem-y stuff. Okay. 1, 2. We used to say that come the day we'd all be making songs or finding better words. These ideas never lasted long. Meet on the ledge, we gotta meet on the ledge. When my time is up, I'm gonna see all my friends. Meet on the ledge, we gotta meet on the ledge. If you really mean it, it all comes round again. So that's that song. There's other lyrics. So if we had enough time, I'd do like an extra verse of that. So you'd go, we used to say that come the day we'd all be making songs or finding better words. These ideas never lasted long. The next bit that we haven't got time to do, the way is up along the road, the air is growing thin. Too many friends of mine were blown off this mountain by the wind. So it's like, it's such an amazing song. So again, improvisationally, the chorus, do anything you like with it, harmonize it. I'll demonstrate some bits as we go. So, and again, super easy to learn. Hooray for folk music. So it goes, we used to say that come the day we'd all be making songs. Let's try an actual there. We used to say that come the day we'd all be making songs. Let's do it a tiny bit quicker. We used to say that come the day we'd all be making songs. Next bit goes, or finding better words. These ideas never lasted long. So that bit goes, or finding better words. These ideas never lasted long. So let's put those two together. We used to say that come the day we'd all be making songs or finding better words. These ideas never lasted long. Chorus, same note as you start on. Meet on the ledge, we're gonna meet on the ledge. When my time is up, I'm gonna see all my friends. So you can do, let's do that again. Meet on the ledge, we're gonna meet on the ledge. When my time is up, I'm gonna see all my friends. Or you could go something like this. Meet on the ledge, we're gonna meet on the ledge. When my time is up, I'm gonna see all my friends. Because you're basically following the chord along. So you can just literally sing along with that chord structure. So let's just do that. Meet on the ledge, in whatever version you like. You're gonna meet on the ledge. When my time is up, Repeat the chorus. Meet on the ledge. We're gonna meet on the ledge. When my time is up, I'm gonna see all my friends. Meet on the ledge. We're gonna meet on the ledge. If you really mean it, it all comes round again. Okay, we're going to do the whole song. Get your lighters out, or torches, or whatever you like. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. We used to say that come the day we'd all be making songs or finding better words. These ideas never lasted long. Here we go. Meet on the ledge. We're gonna meet on the ledge. When my time is up, I'm gonna see all my friends. Meet on the ledge. We're gonna meet on the ledge. If you really mean it, it all comes round again and again. Meet on the ledge. We're gonna meet on the ledge. When my time is up, I'm gonna see all my friends. Meet on the ledge. We're gonna meet on the ledge. If you really mean it, it all comes round again. Woo! Huge applause, cheers. That is the end of that session, which has gone on really quite a lot longer than I was told to, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been lovely to engage with you. Let's see who else I can chat to. Hello, everybody. Yeah. Just have an amazing rest of the weekend. Look after yourselves, be safe, be careful, but try and find some gorgeousness in music. So take care, all of you. Thank you so much, and bye.